just enough, okay? It's been a rough couple weeks. We got the materials and all that out of the way. Now we're gonna build some molds and all that. I don't wanna hear it, I don't wanna hear it. Let's just build some stuff, okay? So this is gonna be a little different kind of video. I wanna take breaks and just kind of walk you through, instead of it being a really crappy video, in my opinion, how I've been doing it. So let's go. Okay, so right here what I did is I took 2 pieces of 1/2" MDF and just, it's not like rocket science. I just put them together so that they wouldn't move apart from each other while I cut everything. I just cut a simple pattern in it, just a little angle. Only thing to realize is to make sure whenever you're dealing with MDF or pretty much any kind of wood that's that thin, is whenever you shoot screws into it, especially from the side into the side, you're going to want to drill pilot holes. Now, like I said, I just used a face shield to use for the actual form surface, just because it's smooth, it's lexan, all that. It's kind of flimsy though. It's not rigid like a sheet of plexiglass. So what I did is I screwed it into the sides of the wood or whatever. But the top was kind of flimsy, so I just took a paint stir stick and screwed to the top, and that way it took all the wobble out of it. So, being that it's a flat surface and it's pretty smooth, your part should demold pretty easy. Especially if it's flexible. If you have real trouble, just unscrew it and kind of flip the lexan, or if you're using that. But you still want to prep your mold or your form. So what I did is just make sure and wipe everything down real good, get all the big pieces of debris. I am in my shop. There is sand. There is sawdust, different things like that. So just make sure and get all the big debris off first with a dry cloth. Then I took acetone, wiped it down real good just to get any kind of grease or anything off my fingers off of it. And then I didn't have any parting wax yet, so what I did is I used just regular carnauba wax. Just you can get it at Walmart or O'Reilly's or wherever. It's not like a big high build wax or anything. I put a real heavy layer and then 2 kind of smaller layers. But first layer, put on kind of heavy, let it dry really good. And if you haven't ever washed your car or waxed your car, then I don't know what to tell you. There's probably another video for that out there. But you put your wax on, let it dry real good, buff that off, another coat, repeat. That's how you wax, okay? So anyway, that's what we did here. So what I like to do is use solo cups or something like that, just because it's a harder plastic. It's not going to it's not gonna soak up anything, which styrofoam won't either. But some of the resins and stuff that you could be using, it could actually disintegrate styrofoam. There's polyester, there's polystyrene, there's all this stuff. Well, some of the chemicals in that will it'll mess it up. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. So I use a solo cup because it's hard plastic, it's real smooth. It won't, you know. A lot of times your resin will heat up when it starts to kick. So if it starts to kick and you're in a hurry, then it could actually melt your cup. I lost my train of thought. This is terrible. It's a terrible thing. So I wanted carbon fiber on the inside and outside, and I used a couple of layers of fiberglass in between as a sandwich, as a structural fill in the blank. So you want to lay everything up in order. Right now. Okay, so lay everything up in order. You already want to kind of cut it down to size, and this is very important that you have everything that you're going to use in one spot, because your resin to hardener ratio is determined by this. You don't just mix up a bunch of, you don't just pour this and then pour it in there. You got to measure everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my laminate, my stack of cloth, I'm going to weigh it, and as you can see in the video, it comes out to like 23 grams. Well, how you determine how much resin you need, resin and hardener, your resin and hardener mixture, your ratio put together is going to be 1 3/4 times, no, yeah, 1 3/4 times the weight of your laminate stack, of your cloth stack. So what you're going to do is you're going to weigh your cloth, how much you're going to use, and then you're going to take that number, multiply it by 1.75, and that's going to give you how much resin and hardener you need. So after we get everything poured up, I just took a piece of TIG wire, I folded it in half, just because you're not going to get a bunch of resin that sticks to that. Now you can use whatever you want to. You can use your finger with a glove on it. You can use your finger if you want to, but I don't care what you use. You can use, you probably shouldn't put it on video, but you can use your dog or your kids or a piece of grass or a stick or a leaf. How about a spoon? You can use whatever you want. You can put it in a blender for all I care, but just mix it real good. I chose that just because I'm not gonna get a bunch of resin stick to it. I'm not gonna pull out a bunch of my mixture. I was gonna try and get this whole video into one, but there's just too much content. And if I were any less of an educator or I didn't want to make good tutorials, I would just throw it all into one video and that would be it. But if I can help you guys learn how to do something, then that's the whole purpose. So I hope you liked it. If you did like it, make sure to like it. Give me a comment below if I did something wrong. I'm not perfect. I already know what I did wrong, but it comes into play in the next video. So anyway, so we'll do that. And yeah, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Check me out on Instagram. I post a lot more stuff on Instagram and Facebook and stuff throughout the week. So I mean, if you're really interested in Empyre South and what I've got going on, make sure and like Instagram, or make sure and follow me on Instagram. You can like Facebook, send me a friend request. I have 2 pages. I have a like page and I have a friends page. Empyre South CG is the friends page. Empyre South is the like page. And so that's it. There'll be another part, and I'll see you then.